Right, so I started taking a look at rune traps because I thought this was going to be completely broken, but it turns out it's not fully. It's just, well, some of them. So for instance, we have alert here. Alright, that still works perfectly no matter which way we do it. Yeah. So, curious why this one is not working at all then. And it means I have to sort of do them on a case-by-case basis, which is a little but oh well. So this is not detecting at all. I'm curious if I just messed up spelling at some point. Anyway, this is what we'll tackle first. So item frames. To do what we want to check, I suppose, is that the triggers are working. Right, because we are using the frame. I mean, to some extent they all work, it's just whether or not this has a weird, I don't know, different name, different something that's causing it not to. Yeah, no, so it says hi, right, so it exists, which is good. Means that the actual function isn't. The fact that it's not being consumed at all is curious. Alright, so it's nothing to do with the detection, it is strictly the actual effects. It's fine. Problem is where to start, and I kind of want to split this up, right? So we have the spawner stuff, and then we have wards, and I'd rather make every folder a singular function. So there is a little bit of editing I would like to do at some point. What are we doing? We're doing lesser in a normal item frame, so we'll start there. So it should be runes normal and store runes normal. The warp. Actually, the first thing to do before we even do that is we'll do say hi again and say hi. Well, I should make them different. Alright, make sure both functions are actually firing. Yeah. Alright. That's a start. For whatever reason, these are different. If I do that, oh, broken completely. That's curious. Considering it was working just before, that makes me think it's the item frame that is causing issue. Nope. Yeah, nothing to do with that. Apparently I just completely broke them. Somehow. Do I have any tags that's stopping this from working? No. Just decided to no longer work. Okay. Then what did I screw up? Go back to entities, go back to item frames, open these back up. Well, that is super annoying. The fact that it worked for a second. Nope. They're still being detected? Should really number them. That way we can find which specific function is working, which one isn't. Okay, so 4 is working. 3 should be a Klloo item frame. So the detection is still working. If that's the case, curious why that broke all of a sudden. It's nothing to do with the entity detection. It's absolutely fine. Is it maybe not? Is it rune trap instead of rune traps? No, it's still rune traps. These both work. Maybe it's something to do with a custom name, but we had it working before. The only thing I literally did was write say on these. All bold, white, it's all in the correct language. do... we'll go functions, go rune traps, open rune normal, install normal. So we'll do... Wait, what do they trigger to? Runes, greater runes, install runes. Is that correct? Greater runes glow, install greater runes, runes normal, greater runes, so there's 8 actually. Put these first, make it a bit easier. So it's that one, that one, that one, and the 4 stalls. Get rid of those 2. I'll just do, say, 1, 2, 3. And this way we can just try and easily identify which ones are working, which ones are not. 5, 6, 7, and say 8. Alright, so 4 is working, 1 is working. 4 and 1 are working. The effects are no longer working. So greater runes normal. Greater rune glow. Oh, let's check this. 4, 1, 4, 1. The Y is crossed, that's what's going on, right? Because this should be normal, non-glow, this should be normal, lesser. Too much confusion. Say 1, say 2, say 4. So those are the only ones that are actually operating, no matter what rune we put in there. Runes normal, greater runes normal. Greater rune, lesser rune. We are matching, yes. Greater rune normal, greater rune, lesser rune. Greater, not greater. We're looking for the correct custom name. Need to look where it's actually storing, at what step it's storing the data. Entities, big frames, at S, and it's checking if the item frame has something in it, right? It has to have something in it. That should be fine. But these Ys are wrong. Putting this normal rune, one that I have in my hand. You know what? This system doesn't work the way I actually have it designed. We need to make a substantial change to it. They need a unifying feat, which is not being by name. They need a second lore tag that I can actually detect. Means all the work is sort of redundant. We're done for this section. What I want to do is edit the loot tables for them. Paper, these are the greater runes. Yeah, so basically they need an additional lore step. That signifies which type of rune it is. Which probably means I'd rather than having a universal name. It could be kind of weird if it's like greater. Oof. Does it have square brackets? No. Right, so I should be able to go like this. And then add to that a whole nother bracket set. And hopefully this is correct. And just going like that. They might each need to be in quotation marks, actually thinking about it. It's snowing again. Lots and lots of snow. Anyway, these are greater. Another small purple. Just want to make sure that works with the lore text. Need the greater one. Yeah, so now it says greater rune, greater runes, because I don't want to say runes. And we definitely want to change the name. A little unifying. That's a problem though. Fine. I can highlight it from custom name. Alright, so this can be white again. And we just say inscribed. Inscribed? I think that's the correct. Inscribed rune, inscribed paper. Done. Technically I should just make ambush different colors, but it's kind of weird that, you know, in hand it's white. It'll look a bit weird, but it should be fine. Makes them a little bit easier to differentiate. Yeah, so we've inscribed paper, alert, and then it's a greater rune. The reason I need to move down to lore is because I have ways to get rid of the name of it. Fine. Alright, so that's that one done. You can do the same to the lesser runes. Alert. That's a rune, so white. That's not capitalized. Green. 24, good. And change this to inscribed paper again. White. In inscribed paper. 4, good. Save just in case. Alright, so that should be a bit better. Should allow me to differentiate them a better way. Where did you come from? That's interesting. God, this place is such a mess. Need a better way to detect the block underneath. I need to look up if anyone has spent the time to fully just create a tag listing of all non-solid blocks. Or non-pool blocks, I guess is the right way to phrase it. It does look kind of goofy. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Clear. Start from scratch. So greater rune. Lesser rune. So they now say inscribed paper, alert, alert, and then greater rune, lesser rune, so that's fine. And then go back to our triggers. So instead of looking for custom name, we're looking for lore. Fine. Looking for other things. It's still lesser, it's still greater. But it does require the square brackets. Right, so that should all be fine. Same with this one. All, and then these are still looking for the correct thing. Yeah. Alright. Doubt that fixed anything. So it doesn't snow. Now it's not being detected at all. None of them are operational. That's a bit of a problem. Function, rune chant. It's rune traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, no, 7, 8. So they're all still there. That's fine. It's these. Slash item frames. They're also all still there. This is a noggin scratcher then. We had them working at the start of the editing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything is, all the functions are still correct. Just not being correct. I also need to do this indoors because it's going to continue to snow. Go away. Right, this is a little better. 2, 3, 4. Need to stay under shelter. Okay, so none of these are working. Fine. What might be messed up? Fatigue frames. No. Entities, item frame. Item frame. Entities is entities. And we have trigger frames. Trigger frames with an S. Good. Low and normal. Done. If they have an item, they run. They are not running. Ugh. They... Number we're up to? 9. Ten. Am I on the wrong frames? Normal. Low, no. Alright. File, save all. Reload. We want some numbers in chat. Alright, so 9 and 10. So they are being detected. Right, that's a good first step. These two functions are fine. Right? This is not working currently, and I don't quite understand why. You know what? I haven't checked. If the way data is stored in an item frame is the same. Trying to get entity... I didn't reload after I saved, did I? Alright, so it's still law, still the same brackets. I mean, I should be able to test the lines independently. Bold, color, italics. Did I do the right order? Bold. No, I didn't. There we go. Always the simplest thing. Bold, color, italics. Bold, color, italics. Name on this one. Also, I don't know why I'm copying. I should be able to drag it, right? Alright. Show us some numbers. Cool. That one works. That one works. That one works. That one works. Sort of not, though. No, they're not meant to tell us where the player is. Yeah, the lesser one is just Klloo. Yeah. Okay. They're working. What we need to then check is if everything is working. What's one that I can sort of do that won't really cause an issue? Spring. Perfect. Good. If I was meant to do it in a Klloo. So I think the main issue is with the ones that have a stall. Well, I think Spring should have a stall anyway. Why don't we just try Warp? Yeah, no, so it's attacking us, but it's not actually working. I need to figure out why it's not working. Which is good. As long as it is being detected. Yeah, so it's still the 4 numbers. Alright, so these are completely fine. 1 is fine. 4 is fine. 2 was fine. 3 was fine. Yeah, so it's all these stall files that are not working. Let me warp. Alright, so what is warp meant to do? It detects, and then if entity. Oh, what is this? That a simple issue? Okay, that's not a horrible one to fix then. If we have enough space to do it, I probably won't. Environment. So anytime I need to look for a second one, I haven't replaced the text correctly, it looks like. We go functions, we go rune traps. That is not what I want to copy. That is what I want to copy. Yeah. So all these instances are not correct. Problem though... Well, actually no, it should be fine. Oh god. It means the... sorry. I've made this more complicated than it needs to be, and it's doing my head in. Start with this step. Replace them all. Alright. That should hopefully make them up and running. Meaning if we put 2 together, we teleport. The problem that stems now is it should work independently of type across the same. Yeah. I want them gated, so you have to teleport greater to greater, lesser to lesser. Right, and you can't just go 1 to 1. Which in some circumstance it sort of seems like... Oh no, you can. Just the stall. Stop them re-triggering. It's not a horrible change. It is annoying. Means for warp specifically, what I have to do is specify whether it's the greater or the normal rune. We do that. Copy that. Paste it in. And then we do whatever I just did. Greater rune. Not correctly. But the color should be white _ purple. And we only want to replace the greater rune ones. That one, but neither of them. And then for the other one, we change it to green. And we change greater rune to lesser. It's capitalized. Replace. Save it just to be safe. Now they should be independent of one another. That should still take us to that. But it won't take us to that. And it won't clear itself either. Good. And that doesn't work. But that works. Cool. And that no longer works. But that works. Alright, beautiful. Teleportation is back. I should be... Nope, I don't want to go out there. Happy to say that the runes are all working again. Another thing we can tick off. Alright, so what else? Runic enchantments. Yeah, that one's sort of a leave till later. Consumables. We have keys. Oh, we should check on our buddy. I'm sure he's not quite working. We grab our name tag. An anvil. Iron golem. Name it a training dummy. Let's see. Ah, it does work, but his HP is messed up. Interesting. That should just be his attributes that are problematic. I don't think he's in consumables anyway. I have no idea what he's in. Passive abilities, weirdly? Nope. God. I think it's called Training Dummy. Yeah. Where are you located? Oh, it was in consumables, I was just blind. So this is an issue. Attributes is now attributes. I believe name is type. And base is B. Let's see if that works. No. At least his output is still working. The health is not set correctly. It's kind of weird. I guess I need the F. Well, no, it can't be set more than the attribute. Which he doesn't have. Not type, it's ID. There we go. But I think it was type. ID. I mean, we can fix it like this. There we go. Now you have proper HP. Yeah, correct. You can see how much damage everything does. Although we need to see if he regens still. Let's see. There's a nice little hole for me to work with. Ah, good. It does do marginally less damage. The problem, though, is again that scaling in Minecraft is basically non-existent, meaning that hitting above like a 40 is already all you need. Except for bosses. I'm glad it is significantly weaker. When saying that, I made it weaker through stats as well. Board. Oh, and it did output it, yeah. So the Strain Dummy was dealt 97 damage, the damage per second was 3. Okay. So what other consumables do we need to test? To make sure it works. Also believe you don't need the F anymore. Yeah, set it back to 100. Set it back to 1000. The utility stuff is what we really want up and running. So we have Totems of Undying, we have fishing, keys. I guess we can do the flint steel. Flutes give us Reaper. Ah, that doesn't work. That's unfortunate. Should do something a bit more impressive than that. If we give the name, it should summon TNT straight away. Do we have the tag? That's the question. We do not. Which means that the inventory check might not be working. Flint steel. If the selected item is flint steel with custom model data. Or the offhand slot. Could tag us with creeper, flint, and steel. Maybe as a whole, this function is not working. Function. Enchant consumables. Tick, tick, tick. Yep. Cool. Narrows it down. All we have to find is whatever's wrong with it. Ah, brackets. Looks like it'll be brackets. One too many, one too few. Square to square. 1, 2, 3 square. No square. Fix it for me. Affected, separate, two. Is it 2 arguments there? We have custom name, which is also worded wrong. And then we have the law. We have brackets. Yeah, type it out. So it's curly, square, curly, curly. And that is itself its own curly. That in itself is its own square. Alright, so this we pasted on after the square brackets. It still does not like it. Because the wording's going to be wrong. Ugh. If I want it doubled up, I will double it up. Jeez. Now you understand. Alright. And then we have the same thing for the name. Oh, that one was in the correct position. Just doing it stupidly again. Red be gone, red be gone. Alright, but their scheme is wrong. Goes bold, color, italics. Bold, color, italics. We go green, light purple, go red, light purple, gold. And same for the law. Click so perfectly. I should zoom this in. It always does my head in. When I don't click on a line properly. Alright. But fingers crossed, that should be... I don't know why it's still red. Ah, that's a big one. Interesting. A little bit of dyslexia at the time. Function. A red. Or something red. First execute, it doesn't like. Alright. Let's see if that was enough. Using this should cause an explosion. It does not. Do we have the tag at least? We do. Ah, there we go. I probably want to shrink the fuse though. And we don't want to be out where it's snowing. But consumables are back on board. It's good. Means everything else should be working. When we throw in a golden egg, it should give us something. It does, but we can't see it. Alright. There's no great way for me to get a random crystal, but we'll assume these are fine because they're just using loot tables. The law is wrong, though, on all of them again. Yeah, another golden egg. We've probably just got gold nuggets. I would also probably assume that all the mob abilities are working, considering we've seen a fair few of them just happen randomly. God, do I half-ass it? Or do we actually check through everything? We should probably once over everything visually. That's just getting rid of model data, so that's fine. I know the satchels work from testing. All the brushes, there we go, need to make is actually fixed up. Go rune chants, loot tables, is it loot? Then archaeology. Yeah. And then onto whatever the brush is. That's set to the right loot table. No, it's set to a function. You already looked at that one. That's just applying motion, which, oh god, I think did change. I suppose what we should do is give ourselves jigsaw, 5 for food, we want mob, and we want ghast. I think I did a good job. I know it comes to mind that this looks like sperm, but no, it looks like a ghast tentacle. Alright, so it spawns it, but unfortunately its motion is not carried over. Okay. So, speed trigger, consumables. consumables, consumable power. Problem is, I have no idea what they did to power. I think they just made it motion. Again, just another... We changed the name. For whatever reason, and I can't remember which patch notes. That's why I should just do stuff as soon as I read about it. Technical changes, jukebox, attributes, enchantments, predicates, nope. Dimension, weight, no. Where be the motion change? Where be the motion change? Ah, removed power, replaced it with... Oh, cool. Because that makes a world of difference, adding an extra word to it. Beautiful. I might as well do this blanketly, because I'm sure I've used power elsewhere. Save that first. Is not an object. How do I specify this? We have power like that. That's now acceleration. Guess we add the curly to it to start with. And it's such just a nonsense change, in all honesty. Unless it's completely different. I should probably read, but the fact that they haven't specified anything else. Remove power NBT tag and replace with acceleration tag with a number value that controls the projectile's acceleration and maximum speed. So I assume it's still the exact same thing. It's still the 3 digits. Control in all directions. We'll do that. And then we're looking for... There's no way for me to test for this, though. Or the brackets, either. But it should always have a square. Maybe I can do that. I can. Oh, but we already changed that one. It'll be the type of thing, if we come across it more, we come across it more. But I'm curious if that was enough to fix it, or if acceleration power is completely different. The fact that it's not spawning at all makes me think it's completely different. Or just hyper. Right, so it's still spawned in. Data get NC type equals. Let's do this nice and quick. It's just a fireball, right? This isn't a small one. Alright. Spawn it in. What am I doing? Slash up, enter. Slash up, enter. Okay. Where's the acceleration? Ah, I think I was wrong. They made it even worse, weirdly. So it's now just governed by motion. That would be my understanding, and acceleration is just its ability to continue moving forward. I have to wait. Nope, so that still didn't make it move, though. Well, I guess we have to spawn it in and now mess with it. Right now, acceleration power is still set, but its motion is nothing. If I specify its motion, which is technically what this is doing, still. Modify entity that. Motion. set value, square brackets. And this could go anywhere, but we'll do that. Okay, so setting its motion now controls motion, which makes sense, right? Another case of we only make some stuff lowercase. What I gripe about most when it comes to these types of changes, that is way too slow, is this idea that they slowly change stuff, right? But they half-ass it. There is still a ton of data points that, use this syntax for uppercasing words and yada yada, right? So it's this type of thing is, well, if you were going to do it, why not just do it all in one go? Why do it little by little when you target an area? That just creates so many other difficulties and issues. Case in point, right? It's confusing. I automatically assumed motion was lowercase, but motion is uppercase, because it's old and never been touched. It governs something completely different. Alright, so they're all just motion now. Technically don't want to speed this up too much. It's not horrible. You're still firing it out, right? I can still aim it and try and hit stuff. Going down is a bit of an issue. Same with going up. Yeah. It's all controlled differently. Anyway, that's probably close enough. I mean, I could spend all day just tweaking the values over it. And, what directionality we want to try and send. So why we increase this slightly. Be able to go up and down a little bit better. Sorry, wait a few seconds. Yeah, but see, now it sort of spreads out more than you really want. If you want to go straight, you really have to be aiming perfectly straight. Now it's going down. Although we have more control and ability to send it elsewhere, right? It's going wherever we're looking. And you can't see where your head is actually looking. So I don't know. A bit better. But maybe just not that great of a value. Maybe we just double it or something like that. But again, fine-tuning it, I could spend a whole day. Just changing the number slightly every time. Okay, DBS check works, egg works. The enchanted spyglass. It still work. Tells us our stats. Cool. Including our current power level, which... Why is it so high? It's kind of weird. Attack speed is up, our luck is up. Luck makes sense, because I have the effect on. Being 147% is incorrect. Not be 147. No. Scoreboard. I think my luck is too high. Display sidebar. Luck check. Slash effects. Clear. I think the cap's at 1250, so at 99 luck, or technically at 100 luck. Effect give. Luck. Infinite. 99, which is 100. Yeah, I should be hitting the cap, not 1470. Interesting. But that's another time. Rod. Right. This is fishing, it looks... No, loot fishing, loot fishing. Loot fishing. Done. We also have rod hooked. This one's a little bit tricky. Very tricky. How do I give myself a fishing rod with the correct trim? Well, I suppose we're making the shulk stuff. I believe it's this tower. A soul lantern. Goes in the ground. Then that. Then the lantern. And then that. That should be the correct crafting altar. And we need to give ourselves some hearts. Actually, I have an easier way to do this. We go rune chant. Then we go resources. Then we go random affinity. We also need a fishing rod. And sharpness. Let's see if this works. Why not? Because I don't have the experience. Or it might not work because, well, it doesn't work. Unfortunate. Can't remember if I need a trimmed fishing rod first. I did make that thing. No matter which template I grab. Alright, so if we trim this, we get a little hook. We're then able to enchant it. No. It's fine. This should basically be getting it to do an effect if we have said rod equipped. Oh, but we can do it with the barbed rod. That's actually a bit better. Fishing. That's the wrong loot table. Glossary. Fishing, barbed rod. Nice fancy one. Oh, he did. He did get poisoned. I think. Is that the hook damage? No, no. See how it's doing the particle effect, so it is. It's not very obvious, unfortunately. Basically, when he gets hooked, it adds the venom tag, and it should apply poison to him. Kind of wanted to display a particle, because that was very not obvious. I think the affinity ones definitely have a better particle. Particle. The other problem is I do not remember how to do these off by heart at all. Right, if we do item, squares, I don't think it's just ID. Please just be ID, not just ID. I'm gonna have to look them up. Particle. Find one with an item. If I can. Minecraft item. And run particle. There we go. That's what it looks like. And we want warped fungus at the location. Go out a little bit in every direction. Oh, that's speed. 110. Too fast. Too few particles. Yeah, that's kind of fine. Alright, but if this one works, that means all of them should work. Save that. Yeah, so as long as you have something cooked, it's fine to particles. Which is cool. Don't need to be 30 though, since it goes on repeat. Probably make it like 5, I think. Add venom, add poison. I want to do anything else. Because it is it's one of the endgame items, I should say. It's mainly meant for fishing, not combat. I will say he's also being cleared of poison. Right, so it should have a better showing if we do it against, like, a Vindicator. I mean, the poison should get him eventually, surely. Doesn't last for very long. Maybe we should make it do flat damage as well. Anyway. That works for now. Stick works. Training dummy works. And the consumables work. The Tome of Undying. I give myself special totems. Which will do. Like a little witch. We don't actually have to test it. We just grab our tags. We can see if it has identified that we have it. Yes, totem witch. Forget what this totem actually does. Which gives us no. Applies effects everyone around us. Which is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Villager, pillager, illager. There that few? I guess there's that few. Okay, so with that, I would say consumables can be ticked off, which we already did. Where to go next? Passive abilities, sure. They seem like fun. So the problem with this, though, is giving myself the item. Starting off, we need a jigsaw. We want special. This 3. Got the divine vessel. Great absorb power of relics. I guess I skip to the crafting, and I just forcefully give it what I want to give it. Milk in view, boss powers. Alright, double jump is the right way to start. But just like that, we're not actually double jumping. Function, enchant, passive. Okay. Nice and easy. The starting point is that none of them are there. Go to passive abilities. Alright, we have duels. We have dual check. We have jump, jump smash, teleports, trigger, clear, but not trigger passive. But then we have the twisted chest stuff, which is fine. So it's literally just the function that controls all the passive abilities is not working. Grab our environment. Tuck that in and see what the issue is. First road is on the execute, so that doesn't matter. I feel like that's still the correct way to do it. Not that one. Add multiplied base is also the correct language. Huh. That is a problem, then. There's no glaring issues, according to the editor. Means we kind of have to do it line by line. Always the fun way to do it. I want to keep that. Everything else can go for now. So, command lock. Alright, now the fun job of going line by line. Unless they're simplistic ones. I shouldn't really worry. It's gonna be the smallest typo somewhere, and I'm gonna just... Wow. One I didn't put in the right inventory slot. But we know the function isn't there. I was going to say maybe it does work, but we already checked the function and the function is not there. Was it? Now I'm... But I want to double check, but at the same time I trust my memory sometimes. So far, all the functions are correct though. Annoyingly. I mean, nothing super was changed here. So it should work. The only issues would be the attributes. You know what? I'm going to say it is the attributes. Because we got the second attribute change, and I don't think I rectified that. Right? Yeah, perfect. Of course, you don't need UUIDs anymore. The problem we face, though, is I have to specify these slightly different. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. When we're removing them, change that to AMP1, AMP2, AMP3. And there was another second set. Fingers crossed this is the big issue. Save it. Function. Ring chance. Possibilities. It is a trigger. Nope, it still is not there. Unfortunately, that was not the big issue. It was one of the issues, but that was not the big issue. I don't quite remember where I was checking from. I did save and reload the world. Please tell me I did. Yeah, no. So there's still a problem somewhere. We might as well start from the bottom then. Very, very annoying. From memory, those were the only two affecting attributes as well. Let's just make sure they're correct. They're not correct. Why are they not correct? Specified an ID. IDs cannot have capitals. There we go. IDs cannot have capitals. Please let that be the only issue. Yes! Is it in the correct slot though? That's the question. It's not. I still can't double jump. It is triggering. Well, at least, well. Say that. First we should check it is triggering. Say hi. Oh, alright, good. No, it is, never mind. Slight delay. So it is working. It is slot 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes. Alright, we're then looking for the law, bold, false, gold, italic, double jump. I suppose I should just double check the item. Of course. Don't save it. That's the wrong item. Okay. Gold is missing. Interesting. That is not something we want to see. So that means whenever you do apply law, it formats it in the order it wants, right? So it always follows bold, color, italic, text. But if you miss one of them, it doesn't fill in the blank. And that is the issue. Why that is annoying is because it means I can either tweak this, or I can tweak the crafting, but also anytime I have influenced the system by applying law, it creates its own issue. Basically, anytime I modify law, if I'm not following the correct syntax now, it is very, very bad. And you can't have your personal syntax because, again, Minecraft now corrects it, right? It orders it whatever order is defined. So what we need to do then is tweak this folder. Make sure all of these are in... Well, they don't have to be in the correct order, but you do need everything. I should technically just make them all the correct order, but... laziness? Yes, it's not a time for laziness. Then value... I'm going to grab that. Bold. False. Color italics. Alright, I'll add it all to one side. And then on this side, just need to get rid of the color and the italic part. Alright, so it does mean I have to go back through all the files at some point to check them. A little annoying. Make this a little bit better. I do have to give myself that again. And I need to modify the data again. This time with the correct language. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. From the truth. Ah! Double jump. Beautiful. Beautiful. Exactly what we want. Do it in survival. Just showcase that I'm not quick swapping flying or anything like that. It is, again, nice, comfy, available double jump. Unfortunately, it doesn't work without the blocks because I am spawning an invisible barrier block. This is the best way I think to do it. You can also technically do it by giving the player like not just boost levitation in short bursts, but because that has a weird animation. Actually, the best way to do it now is by applying gravity, because you can apply the gravity attribute to someone, forcing them in more upward motion. Yeah, that would probably be the best way to actually do it. But this was made before that, so I'm going to stick with what I have. God damn it, it spawned. This is probably my least favorite seasonal ability. I mean, I like the snow rain, but it makes such a mess. The snow builds up way too quickly. And I need to, like, add height to this to make it look like a proper snowy cloud. I can also give some very horrible debuffs as well. Alright, but with that, we won't spoil all the passive abilities. They are all functional, so we can cross that off. We're getting through the list steadily. Few to go. Some very big systems though. Actually, mob abilities I was going to cross up too, because we've seen enough of them just passively. Yeah, so a few big ones left. We're getting there. That'll do me for tonight. Off to bed. Anyway, anyone hanging around, thank you as always. Anyone watching the post, thanks as well.